Basketball Champions League Group D regular season action between Promitheas Patras and Neptunas Klaipeda from Lithuania. Good evening, everybody. It's the penultimate week of games in the Basketball Champions League, and we have a very congested Group D indeed. Both these teams have aspirations on moving forward. Promitheas Patras are looking to get into the round of 16, and with a win tonight they can do that. As for Neptunas Klaipeda, the best they're going to do is 5th and into the FIBA Europe Cup. Here's the results so far. Besiktas beating Ostend, Strasbourg narrowly beating Bologna, and we have Patras and Klaipeda and Medi Beirut versus Petro Olympia. Petro Olympia adrift at the bottom of this group. 7th and 8th in the Basketball Champions League regular season are eliminated from European competition for the season. Here is the group. Promitheas Patras will join Besiktas on 8 and 5 if they win, but Besiktas have the head-to-head, so Promitheas will remain 3rd. Neptunas Klaipeda, they don't have the head-to-head on Ostend and Strasbourg ahead of them, so even with 2 wins at the end of this regular season, and with Ostend and Strasbourg playing each other next week, the best that Klaipeda can do is 5th, which gives them a top berth into the basketball FIBA Europe Cup. Bologna are the only team that are qualified from Group D. At present, they have a 9 and 4 record. So it's such a congested group at the moment, with only 2 wins separating second. That's Besiktas at the moment and Neptunas Klaipeda. Here is the visitors' roster. Look out for Williams, Casillas, Dylan and Kaitis, Carl Weaver and Jeray Grant, who's having a massive season again, a number of double-doubles. And he's number 1 in scoring for the team, 15.6 points per game, and in rebounds, 8.5 rebounds a game. When these two teams met last time, it was a 1-point win. Unbelievable game. 1-point win for Promitheas Patras in Lithuania. Now with Promitheas Patras, look out for Langston Hall, Alexander Lipovic, Nikos Gikas at the point, great player. Tony Meyer, Ryan Brown, downtown Ryan Brown, he is top notch, absolutely brilliant this season. And last time versus Klaipeda had 16 points. Look out for him to be a standout player tonight. He is Promitheas Patras' leading scorer on 14.9 points per game. We've also got the athletic Octavius Ellis. He doesn't play major minutes. And also Terrell Parks. So Neptunas Klaipeda are being introduced. They want to finish this season on a high in their domestic league. At the moment, they are flying high in second, beating Salai 106-103 at the weekend. Also had a massive double overtime win against Salgiris, who are leading. That was just prior to their loss against Ostend recently. Promitheas are 10 and 5 and 5th in their domestic league. But look out for Jeray Grant in this game. He comes from an NBA family. His brother plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dad played in the NBA for a number of teams, and his uncle, of course, Horace Grant, played for the Chicago Bulls, where he won 3 NBA titles, and the Los Angeles Lakers as well. So that's the visitors introduced. Look out for all action, Dylan Akaitis, Grant and Weaver. And now we turn our attention to your hosts, to the first timers in the Basketball Champions League. 4 years ago, this team were in the 4th tier of Greek basketball. They've had consecutive promotions, and now they are on the verge of qualification for the round of 16. There's Cyrillis, top player for them as well. Jim Michaelis. It's a great venue here at the Dimitris Tofalos Arena. And here comes Ryan Brown. 14.9 points a game, 3.8 rebounds. That's second on the team, 2.1 assists. And there's Makis Gatris. Makis Gatris, 47 years old. He was the sporting director at Promitheas, then has become the head coach. And last season they were fourth, which got them in to the Basketball Champions League. He's been a coach since the 96-97 season. But this is a dangerous team, flying high in the Lithuanian Domestic League. There is Jerry Grant. Look out for him to have a massive game. He needs it. This team, they want to finish as high as they can. They are guaranteed FIBA Europe Cup basketball coming out of this group, but they would love to win this game or certainly beat Midi Bayrout next week, who are the team below them at the moment in seventh in Group D. So a real Greek feel as the Greek music is played out on the PA, and I'm really looking forward to bringing you this game. Just one more week of regular season next week, then we'll have a break for the international window, the FIBA World Cup qualification window, the last one. We'll be bringing you that. We'll be bringing that to you on livebasketball.tv. Then in March we will be back with the round of 16. Here's the referees for tonight. Alexander Glisic from Serbia, Zdravko Rutusic from Montenegro, and Sasa Marasic from Serbia. Our third team on the floor, and they are looking relaxed and ready to give us great officiating. It's so important that we get the calls right. And with that in mind, if I can draw your attention to the Basketball Champions League app, it just gives you all the information, all the items, all the stats, all the press conferences, all the highlights. And let's hope we're going to have plenty of highlights tonight. I'm sure we will. This is the starting five for Neptunas. Lemonas Casillas, Osvaldas, Olasevicius, Carl Weaver, Jerry Grant and Lorenzo Williams. Got the three imports starting for the visitors. There's Kasis Maxivitis. He has, with the Lithuania junior national team, has won 4 gold medals in that golden era between 2008 and 2012. At the under-19 FIBA World Cup, he had the likes of Valanciunas in his team, who was MVP. He's been with Neptunas twice since 2017 and before, between 2012 and 2015, where they played EuroLeague. And here is the Promitheas Patras starting five. Stalustras, Kasivilis, Maya, Brown and Ellis getting a start. Look for him to come out strong. A lot of defense, a lot of energy. Ryan Brown, they're going to have to find a way, a solution to slow him down. But what a job Makis Gatris has done. Head coach was the sporting director and has been with them to take them through all their promotions, and now with smart investment has got some top imports to go with top Greek players like Nikos Gikas and Stalustras. Look out for those players to be such a big part of tonight. It's game day 13. It's the Basketball Champions League on livebasketball.tv. Get ready for some amazing basketball. It's been a brilliant season, and Promitheas, they started off with a 4-game winning streak, really announced themselves into the Basketball Champions League regular season, and then since then they've only had a 2-game winning streak. It's the most they've had. And as for Neptunas Klaipeda, the most they've had is a 2-game winning streak, which is what they are on at the moment, having beaten Strasbourg and Ljubljana in the last 2 weeks. So we are set for what is going to be a fantastic game. Last time these two teams played out a 1-point win to Promitheas in Neptunas, in Klaipeda in Lithuania, where Dylan Akaitis had 23 points. We're going to need more of the same Gerard Grant had 18, and from Promitheas Patras, Ryan Brown had 16, Tony Mayer had 12, and Terrell Parks 18 points. Just some other stats as Ryan Brown and Ellis speak, just get themselves ready for the threat of the Lithuanians. Olasevicius there with his back to us, and Grant and Weaver. Such a strong outfit as we tick down to tip time. And just some of the Opta stats that our statisticians just give us to give us a flavour of what we're doing and looking at tonight. Carl Weaver has scored an average of 14 points per game in his last 3 Basketball Champions League appearances, after not scoring in double digits in his previous 5. So look for Weaver to carry on that level of performance. As we said, Parks had such a big game in the last game. Terrell Parks, he scored 18 for Promitheas Patras. He'll be hoping for more of the same today. But they share the ball so well. They're 5th, Promitheas Patras, with their assists just under 20. There's Meyer and Ellis. Seems to be just a slight delay to get started as the referee's just speaking with the table. As the teams carry on their warm-ups. And the team's shooting percentages, 2 points. Neptunas Klaipeda just ahead on 54.8%, and Promitheas Patras 53.5. 3-pointers. Promitheas Patras just ahead, 37.9% to 36. Free throw percentage, Neptunas Klaipeda 75%. And Promitheas Patras 72%. Rebounds, very, very similar. Same amount of offensive rebounds, 10. And Neptunas Klaipeda just 1 more defensive. Points from the bench are good, 36.4 for Neptunas Klaipeda. We like that. We like teams not having to rely on their starters. 33 points off the bench for Promitheas Patras. Points in the paint is Neptunas Klaipeda as well. And fast break points with the likes of Ryan Brown. Look at him getting behind the defense maybe tonight for some of those eye-catching, high-flying alley-oop dunks, which we all love here at the Basketball Champions League. Fast break points, 13.1 points per game. Points from turnovers, 14.8 for Promitheas Patras. The assists, there's just 1. Both teams like to share it, just around 5 assists per quarter. Turnovers are similar per game, 13 and 12. Neptunas Klaipeda have got 1 more turnover. They would love to turn that around. So, just a few minutes after the tip time was supposed to go, we are ready here in Patras, Greece. It's game day 13. It's 3rd versus 6. And then the tip had gone the way of Promitheas Patras. Good call by Weaver. Neptunas Klaipeda, new player, number 5 Wilkins. There he gets it. He's going to pull up for 3 and finishes on the floor. Bring you more details about him shortly. Pass ahead by aggressive Ellis. Salustris waiting. Ellis to get it back. Drives left. Off the glass is good. Good body control. Ellis dribbles left and just pulls up and shoots at a slight angle across his body. Weaver. Ellis back outside, and it's good for three. Olisavicius. And the closeout was too late by Tony Mayer. And Neptunas Klaipeda, there's a steal. Olisavicius throws it down one-handed. Good start by the Neptunas Klaipeda, number 13. Ellis in the corner to Brown, back to Ellis. Kicks outside, wide open three is long. Long rebound to Brown, and a beautiful pass over the top to Ellis, who immediately thanks his teammate. Great job by Promitheas Patras. They force teams into a lot of turnovers. Salustris loses it. Great double team there. And they come down the other end and they pull up. And Casillas just really clever. He could see Ryan Brown wanted to come and block the shot, but he just came to a complete jump stop. Brown ends up out of bounds and he gets the two off the goaltend. Tony Mayer, left hand is no good. Gerard Grant right in the thick of it, pulls the rebound. Here comes Weaver, fouled. And Neptunas Klaipeda are looking really sharp early in the first quarter. Makes the second. 70.6% from the free throw line. And good D again. Olisavicius getting good position, half fronting. Now it's 1-on-2. He waits for help. No look. Kicks across. Grant keeps it. Olisavicius. Hesitation. Nice bounce pass, but it was too high for Grant. That was up by above his head. But good idea. Olisavicius. Penetrate, kick to the corner. Salustris into Promitheas Ellis. He goes baseline against Grant, who called for the foul. Ellis didn't play against Neptunas Klaipeda in the last game, but he's averaging 6.8 points a game in just 12 minutes. He's high energy, high efficiency, and Brown knocks down the shot from the corner, possibly with a little help from the backboard. Wilkins under pressure. Casillas over to Olisavicius, and the ball is off Gerard Grant. Gets after every rebound. Brown just floats it, just misses. Casillas to Weaver, still Weaver, goes left, then comes back to his right. He's got a beautiful flowing running action. No rush to his game. Into the corner, Brown. Looking for Ellis, but good job by Casillas. He's having to go round and then step through, and that's a travel, essentially. And they've called it. Just taking a bit too much time there. I think Coach Patras would like the ball inside to Ellis, and then if he hasn't got that initial move, kick it out. Well, look at Salustras. They've got another steal. But they missed the layup, and now for three is good. And Weaver knocks down a three. And Promitheas Patras with some sloppy play. Called timeout, and that's deep, but wide open, had all the time he needed. Good rotation and splash. Timeout, Promitheas Patras.
Run back in defensive transition. And in offense, we don't swing the ball, we don't move.
Some of the stats so far: 2 of 4 from Neptunas Klaipeda with Weaver. And Vicious knocking the three down. 100% from 2 as well, and they're really starting this game exactly how they want it. If they can't make the round of 16.
Let's go Spanish on Kyle from this side. Let's go.
They want to get as high as they can. Ryan Brown with the white headband. (13-6) Neptunas Klaipeda. Remember, it was a 1-point game in Lithuania earlier in the season, with Promitheas Patras winning that, and that's a good step-through move. Demetrius Katsivelis. Weaver. Weaver taps the top of his head. Here comes a high screen from Grant. And the ball's loose, but Grant hangs around. But good gang rebounding. Lipovi, Ukrainian international. Number 3. Back to us here. Salakis. Ryan Brown, the ball sticking a bit. Ellis need to get that ball moving quicker. Shot fake, step back is off. Ellis with a big rebound, kicks it back. Extra pass for 3 is long by Brown, and this time Wilkins gets the rebound. Oh, it's vicious, blocked by Ellis. Not in this house. Brown back to Kasilakis. Weaver, and he runs right into Katsivelis. And look at this. Olisevic is going in. No. You've done enough damage, young man. Ellis doing what he does best. I think he's at his best. Just playing on instinct, blocking shots, getting rebounds, alley-oop dunks, intimidating the opposition. Not so much getting it into the post and trying to get something out of him making an inside move. Let's see if they look to use him slightly differently going forward. Both Ellis and Brown with headbands. Shots up, no good, but Grant with a massive rebound. Leads this team in rebounds, 8.5. Great pass. And he's pretty good at assists as well, at 1.7. And that's why, because he's got his head up, seeing all the options. He's a basketball family of the highest order, Grant. corner from Promitheas Patras. No good for Kasilakis. Wilkins, still Wilkins, nice job into Grant, and that's a nice jump hook and just perfect timing on the pass. Grant's player left him to come and double team the ball out of the screen, and Grant was left open. Lipovi, no geekers so far. He's a big loss for Promitheas Patras. Line out of bounds for Promitheas Patras. Ball's deflected, another turnover, another steal for the team in blue. And here they come, and they miss the layup. Gitas Masulis. So both teams prone to a few mistakes this quarter. And good look at the basket there by Silustris, but he couldn't finish. With a jump hook and turn. And the two is good by Weaver. He had a big game last time these two teams met. Nine points, 4 rebounds and 5 assists last time they played. It was Thomas Delinakaitis who had the biggest of games, 23 points. But Weaver's come out very aggressive. He misses the first. And Neptunas lead by 11. Just ticking down to 2 minutes remaining in the first. And there's a foul. Davidas Gelius. Just recently joined the team. Lipovi to Langston Hall. Brown inside Ellis. They really look into him, and he's getting doubled. That's another steal. Weaver's having a really good game. What a pass! And what a dunk! Highlight reel of the highest order. And Davidas Gelius finishes off. What a wonderful no-look pass by Weaver, who's really enjoying himself in Patras tonight. Shots up, Lipovi off. Ryan Brown gets the long rebound, shots up Hall, and that's good for 3. That's a massive shot as they put pressure on. And Weaver. Belauskas gets it up to Davidas Gelius. Weaver all the way across. Shot clock running down. And shot is good by number 31, Davidas Gelius. He's just played 2 games so far, Gelius, and he's already up to his average of 5 points a game. He had 4 points last week. Former national team player for Lithuania. So just a slight break in play. We're just under a minute remaining. Promitheas only have 11 points in the first quarter. They're averaging 81.9 points per game, but Neptunas Klaipeda, with the addition of Gelius and Wilkins, They're looking, and with Weaver playing so well, Olisavicius as well. Here comes Slavinskas. Drugas, averaging 2.2 points a game. Ryan Brown just has not been able to catch fire yet. And that's a miss as well for Kasilakis. They've really got to dig deep here. Promitheas Patras. And here comes Ryan Brown. He's tripped by Belauskas off the steal. That was going to be a highlight play. And the problem there was Delilankaitis got caught up in the air on the pass. I don't think it was anything intentional, but there was definitely a coming together. Beliauskas. Brown knocks down both shots. And they get possession, so big moments for the home team. Langston Hall into the corner. Kasilakis backs down, jump hook is good. That's much crisper ball movement there by Promitheas, and that's what they need to do. Time running down. Galius all the way with a right-handed layup from the left. He's having a outstanding first quarter here in Patras, Greece. He's only played 2 games. This is his 3rd game, and he's having a massive influence on proceedings. Promitheas Patras 15, Neptunas Klaipeda 26 at the end of the first. There's some of the stats from the first quarter. 3 points, 50% from 3 and 73% from 2. Promitheas Patras only 14% from behind the arc. They are missing Nikos Gikas big time. There's a lot more one-on-one, and they are making some of the shots. But Gikas just moves the ball around. He finds Ryan Brown. And the likes of Ellis with pinpoint precision passing, so they're going to have to find another way of playing here, and they've got to stop this multi-dimensional team of Neptunas Klaipeda. With the additions of Galis and Wilkins are looking really strong and dangerous. Well, that was a really good pass by Brown to Ellis. They need more of that. So Promitheas Patras in 3rd in the group at the moment. Would love to get qualification wrapped up tonight. Good ball movement. And there is Nikos Gikas coming in at the start of the second. All of a sudden, even though they've turned it over, the ball moved from inside, then from one side to the other. They just looked a lot better. Point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. Marinas Belauskas inbounds, gets it back from Masulis. Another handoff to Denilenkaitis. And now Galis is in and out and back in again. Galius is having a massive game. Gikas, that was a tough move with defence right on him. Neptunas Klaipeda in control. Denilenkaitis, another explosive offensive weapon for the Lithuanian outfit. Nice tough shot there off the dribble. And both players left it for each other. And it's a lot of confusion there between Sirelis and Kaselakis, and they've got to sort it out. Promitheas Patras, bit of a wry smile there, but I'm sure Makis Giatris will not be happy. Someone's got to take that loose ball. Can't leave it for each other. That's a recipe for things to go wrong, as it did. Extra pass, shots up from the corner, and Gikas straight in to the action, pulling a defensive rebound. Sirelis. Kaselakis. And the defensive pressure forced the turnover inside out. And foul call. Great effort by Masulis. Just 20 years old, 6'8" Lithuanian. Played in the Lithuanian national team, under 18s, where they won bronze and silver in the Europeans in 2015 and 16. And he's on loan from Zalgiris Kaunas at the moment. .6% free throw shooter in the Basketball Champions League, and he makes that. That's a good Lithuanian prospect there, getting Basketball Champions League action at the real important time of the season. A lot of dribbling again, and that's such a tough shot, but the ball's loose. Good job by Sirelis. Shots up, and it's just out. And Balauskas gets the defensive rebound. A lot of pressure from Promitheas. Silas just making smart play after smart play. The three's good from the corner. Leonidis Kaselakis. And the lead is 14. Denilenkaitis to Masulis. Denilenkaitis looking inside, he gets it inside. And that was really smart to Simas Gedikas. Inside, outside, Lipovi knocks down the three. Averaging 8 points per game in the Basketball Champions League. Alexander Lipovi. Back outside, shots up, and he's good. Lorinas Balauskas. Langston Hall. And good defensive transition there by Neptunas Klaipeda. Skidicus back along with Vividas Galius. Silas Gidikas to Takes a seat back in Ryan Brown. Shots up, and it's short from 3. Costa Lustris. Gikas against Lorenzo Williams. Galius. Jerry Grant. Back to Galius for 3. Is good! And no hesitation. He's up to 13 points. 100% from behind the arc. It's number 31 in blue. Askus with the foul. Another young Lithuanian player. So that was just 21 years old, Belauskas. Weaver back in for Neptunas Klaipeda. Gikas shots up from the corner is good! Slightly off balance, but Nikos Gikas. And 1! Jerry Grant getting deep inside the Promitheas Patras. Great pass. Another assist from Dividas Galis, and it just takes the pressure off the likes of Weaver and Williams to have to create for this team. Grant, 64.3% from the line for the season. Brown, he needs to deliver tonight, and he starts by knocking down an uncontested mid-range 2. Williams, Euro step, and in and out with his left hand. Ball's loose. Good job by Michalis Sirelis. Gikas. Promitheas Patras. Great pass. Extra pass, Brown for 3 is good. Wonderful play. Gikas makes them tick, and he inspires the rest of his players to share the ball. Ellis could have turned, because he was close to the hoop, could have turned and finished himself, but he made another outstanding pass to the opposite corner. And Brown knocks down a 3. We got a good one here in Patras, Greece. That's some of the stats for you. But Neptunas Klaipeda have done so well to get hold at the age of 30 of Dividas Galius. He's been an all-star, he's been a Slovenian Super Cup champion, King Ming Douglas Cup champion, and Eurobasket in France in 2015. He won a silver medal with the Lithuanian national team. He's played for Neptunas before, in 2012 to 2013 and 2007 to 2009, so a team that he likes. And played Bologna as well as Olympia, so other Champions League teams, and started the season with Pinar Karşıyaka in Turkey, another former Basketball Champions League team. So he knows this level, he knows what's expected, and that shot from Williams is short. Langston Hall for 3 is long, and there's a push underneath. Physical play. Michalis Sirelis was pushed. Vicious. But an inbound deflection and steal for Neptunas Klaipeda. Vicious has had a great first half so far as we tick down to 4 minutes remaining. Williams gets the high screen from Grant. Shots up. It's off by Vicious. A bit flat and Brown. He's going to have to do a bit of everything tonight. Gikas attacks the closeout. Short with his jump shot. Ball's loose. Ellis dives on the loose ball. And pleading with the ref with a smile on his face, which is good to see. That it's come off blue last. Let's see. Great action and great angle. It's off you, Octavius. You threw it out. So full court pressure. Hall trying to see where it's going to go. It's gone over the top to Williams. They attack it really quickly, and high-flying Jerry Grant throws it down. That's the way to break a press. Just throw it over the top of the initial press players in the front court, press defenders, and then you've got a 2-on-1 in the backcourt. Brown, what can he conjure up? And that's a tough shot. Great defense by Neptunas Klaipeda. Vicious, Grant, and that's, could see what he was trying, but Neptunas Klaipeda wasn't going to get that. But high five and an apology from Jerry Grant. He'll just get another 5 or 6 rebounds. That's what he'd been thinking to make up for that turnover as he takes a seat. Grant with 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Ellis back outside to Gikas. Offers the high screen. Gikas having to go really wide. Hall attacks the closeout. Hung up in the air! And he finishes, and he tells the Neptunas Klaipeda defender who fouled him all about it. That's an outstanding attack of the closeout, attacking Weaver. Across came Simas Gikidas. And the foul was committed. That's a big free throw for Hall. He's 100% in the Basketball Champions League this season. That's 12 out of 12 now. The American has made. Williams, the lefty, steal, another steal. This time Ellis knocks it loose. Gikas, 13 points, the separation between Promitheas Patras in white, and he almost turned it over once. Great retrieval. What a pass, and the finish by Sorelis. And again, Gikas, ultra smart, always got his heads up, always finds the best option for this Promitheas Patras team. Timeout, Neptunas Klaipeda. Williamson, coach Max Vaitis, having a conversation there. Let's listen into the timeout.
Get the ball. Get back from this.
That's the points in the paint, 24 points in the paint. That's layups and back to the basket plays. It's Neptunas Klaipeda with that stat, leading in that stat. And it's a great atmosphere, great view for the VIP comfy chairs there. It's like being in a cinema, a live cinema, watching a Basketball Champions League film and a story unfold. Promitheas Patras, their first year in the Basketball Champions League. Neptunas Klaipeda have never got further than the round of 16. won't progress past that this season as things stand. But everything will unfold, and it will come down to the last games next week to totally sort out this group and a lot of the other groups as well. Promitheas are on a 10-2 run. It's been sparked by a smart play. Gikas, and talking of smart, what a pass! Finished off by Gikas, but it was the pass of Ollie Savicius. And Langston Hall, a blink of an eye, knocks down that shot. Attacking the basket. Weaver, high screen by Gikas. And Weaver will go to the line for 2 shots. Inside, outside, and Ellis making contact. Weaver getting the shooter's roll. They're just clambering over the front of the hoop. He's 1 of 3 from the line tonight. And he's 2 of 4 now. And up to 11 points. Excuse me, 3 of 5 from the line, up to 12 points. Weaver, strong first half. Gikas inside, really good pass to Ellis, that was just perfect. You could see that Ellis had inside position. And the Lithuanian Neptunas defender. And he showed Gikas exactly where he wants it. And Casellas with the foul. This time, Ellis gets the roll from the free throw line. He's only 53.3% from the free throw line. Missed, but it's knocked in. It's tipped in really cleverly, I think by Sorellis. So 10-point lead. More manageable now for Promitheas. And Ollie Savicius just trying to get that bounce pass in. It was off the foot of a Promitheas Patras player. So, end line. There was some contact there by Hall. And Ellis with the kickball. Over to the other side, Weaver. Guarded by Sorellis. Shots up, shots off. 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Hope you're enjoying action. Langston Hall thought about the shot. Bodies flying everywhere. Ellis on the floor. Sorellis turns, jump hook, and that's another foul on Neptunas Klaipeda's number 7. Spins one way, and Casellas kept moving forward. And that was a good call by the officials. Gikas takes a seat. So, and Elias. Second missed by Sorellis. It's just a 66.7% free throw shooter. So, ticking down now to 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Williams slows it down for Neptunas Klaipeda. Just a 9-point lead now. Bounce pass, extra pass. Ollie Savicius attacks the basket, high off the glass but misses. And now Promitheas. They kick it out. Extraordinary action under the hoop involving Sorellis. They can just get the one shot. Brown catches, shoot, gets his own rebound. Blocked by Weaver. What a block. And right at the buzzer, Neptunas Klaipeda miss. But what action to finish this quarter. Half time, Promitheas Patras 39, Neptunas Klaipeda 48. Just fantastic action, and this half has been dominated in the whole by Neptunas Klaipeda, and there's some of the stats. 46% from three, 50% from the free throw line now, Neptunas Klaipeda. 4 from 8. 15 assists by Neptunas Klaipeda. They have 19 assists on the season. Just 9 assists for Promitheas. But there was more assists once Gikas came in. 8 turnovers for Promitheas and 6 for Neptunas. A couple of blocks for Neptunas, a huge one just there by Weaver on Brown, the two marquee players for these teams. So I hope you're enjoying the first half. Such a close group and such a hard-fought game. There's the game leaders. Brown with 9 points, 8 rebounds. Gikas with 4 assists just in one quarter. Steals, Olisavicius too. He had a really good start to the game, but he's also got 2 turnovers, Olisavicius, and a couple of blocks by Grant. And there's the top scorers, Brown, Hall and Kasilakis for Promitheas, Galius, Weaver and Galdikas for Neptunas Klaipeda. As the halftime entertainment is in full flow with the halftime shootout, we'll leave you with the highlights of what's been an entertaining first half, high scoring first half, especially for Neptunas Klaipeda. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in Patras, Greece in about 10 minutes or so. Welcome back to Patras in Greece for Basketball Champions League action between Promitheas and Neptunas Klaipeda. And at the moment, Neptunas Klaipeda, the Lithuanian visitors, are leading by 9. They were leading more than that, and now they've come out of the locker room late because they've let Promitheas Patras back into this game in the latter stages of the second quarter. They just looked out of sorts at the start, but I don't know if Gikas was injured or Coach Giatris chose to start him in the second quarter. But once he came on, the ball moved a lot better and everybody shared the basketball, and the results got better for the Greek outfit. First time in the Basketball Champions League. They've come up from the 4th tier of Greek basketball and now on the verge of qualification. Even if they lose tonight, and on the win-losses, they will go through, potentially even if it is in 4th. So many possible outcomes, especially with Strasbourg and Ostend playing each other next week, who are in 4th and 5th at the moment on 7 and 6. Neptunas Klaipeda win tonight, they go to 7 and 6, but will remain in 6th because of the head-to-heads against Ostend and Strasbourg. They've lost those. Remember, when Neptunas Klaipeda played Promitheas Patras last time in Lithuania, Promitheas Patras won by 1. So hold on to your seats. This potentially could be going all the way down to the wire. Bologna, even though they lost last night, have qualified for the round of 16. But if you finish first in your group, you will play the team that finished 4th in another group. So it's so important to qualify at the absolute highest point in your group. And there's Carl Weaver, who's had a really big first half for his team. We're moments away from getting underway. 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Davidas Galius in just 8 minutes and 40 seconds of play, 13 points, 3 of 3 from three-point land, 2 of 3 from 2. 1 rebound and 2 assists. Rion Brown has got 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. He really is a statistics machine and a high-flying player. Haven't quite seen that today, especially with that block right at the end of that the second quarter there. He's had 1 steal and 1 turnover. So can Neptunas Klaipeda, can they hang on to this brief lead, this narrow lead of just 9 points? They're on a 2-game winning streak at the moment. That's the most they've had, that's the most wins they've had in a row in this Basketball Champions League group stages. Promitheas Patras started off like a train with 4 straight wins, and since then the most they've won in a row is 2 also. So we're all set for the second half. It's 3rd versus 6th in Group D in the Basketball Champions League. Williams, still Williams, left-handed Williams misses. Promitheas Patras in white and with the ball. Gikas, Neptunas Klaipeda in blue. Lipovi, Ukrainian. Sharp shooter, Gikas. Wide open is Ellis, he will take that, and he will make that shot. Absolutely correct to take that shot, and Promitheas Patras edge ever closer. Can Neptunas Klaipeda keep their nerve and keep Promitheas Patras at bay? Inside to Grant, backing down, Ellis turns. Jump hook and it's fouled. And you can hear what the crowd think about that as Ellis picks up his first foul. Jeremiah Grant just 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. The average is 8.5 rebounds a game, 15.6 points a game. That's the noise and the horns. Trying to put Grant off, and it's happened. They've done it. Just 64.3% coming into this game, Grant. And he misses his first. Basketball family. Uncle and father played in the NBA. His brother, Jeremiah, is playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Both wear number 9. Ellis wants it up high. Hands off to Lipovi. Brown, he's trying, he's lost his dribble now, and he's giving it straight up to Grant. He's trying to get control of the ball, he does. That's really slack by Brown. Shots up by Williams is off. Ellis gets the rebound, and now Promitheas Patras can try again. 8-point in the lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. Lipovi inside, Ellis back outside. He just doesn't feel confident. In fact, that was Brown who kicked it back out. Both got the headwear. The taller player is Ellis, 32, and Brown at 25 in white and with orange piping. Olisavicius. And draws the foul off Aaron Brown. That's Aaron Brown's first. Excuse me, his second personal foul. You need to watch that. He won't be wanting to pick up 3 this early in the third. End line out of bounds. Williams in motion all the way along. Good pass. Weaver behind the back, step back. And he misses, but what a rebound by Grant. Got to keep Grant off the glass. Grant looks at the pass initially, and Ellis comes flying in. Gekas to Brown. Things hotting up here in Patras. And left-hand hook is in and out, but Ellis tips it to himself. That is unbelievable effort. Just what Patras need. Oh, and Gekas looking for the alley-oop, but he got partially blocked. Great defense by Neptunas Klaipeda. Vasilis, Gekas with a steal. Both defenses doing a great job. Alley-oop. 2, just couldn't get up. Lipovi was backing up. He just wanted it so he could finish off the ground. And Grant up the other end. This game being played at breakneck pace. And a nice touch by Weaver. Wrap-around pass by Olisavicius to Grant, who will head to the free-throw line. And that's a great touch by Weaver, the leader. Saying, come on, big fella. Knock down your free throws. Grant wearing number 45. That's a much better stroke. Just leans over slightly to his left as he shoots. Just kept more upright there. Got a straight rotation on the shot. Lipovi, Brown in motion. Gekas comes up high. High screen by Ellis, who rolls. He's in behind Weaver, but nothing doing. Good recovery by Neptunas Klaipeda off the screen action. Step back, tough shot. Gekas short, and Grant with another rebound, making sure that no one else got their hands on that long rebound. Misakis, Grant inside to Weaver, and that's a really good look. Neptunas with no field goals scored in the last 5.5 minutes, but they still have a 10-point lead. They're 7 of 12 from the free throw line, 6 of 14 from 3, 13 of 23 from 2. Only 2 points scored in this quarter so far. Weaver, nice job by Grant, who just stepped into that shot it one-handed but held the follow-through. And Grant starting to impact this game offensively as well as with the rebounds. Ellis hands back to Hall, back to Ellis, but it was by his ankles. Here comes Klaipeda, pull up by Williams is long, but Olisavicius with the rebound. Extra pass, Williams again. This time he makes no mistake, and it forces a timeout for Promitheas Patras. Williams wasn't going to turn down the second opportunity, even though he'd missed the first one from a similar position. No hesitation, great trust by his teammates and great trust in himself. Time out, Promitheas.
And with the this is what happened. 6 points become 15. Full press, full press. Very good. Very long roll, long time. It's a long time, okay? It's a long time. Leg head, pop out, from blood. Second time. Osman, you girl.
Neptunas top scorers just had
Second time, okay? Roll down.
stats, Gallius 13, Weaver 12, Grant 11. So I'd say they're the big three, with Williams just knocking down a big shot as well. That's his first 3 points of the game, Williams, so he has more to offer maybe for Neptunas Klaipeda as he gets his eye in from deep. Here's the scoring by quarter, it's 8-2 to Neptunas Klaipeda now, just 2 points. Scored by Promitheas Patras in nearly 5 minutes of play, and that's why Makis Giatris is so heated. He's so uptight by his team. They are going to press full court on a score. High screen, Mamea. He hasn't played much tonight. They're going to try and get him inside. Good activity. Weaver just getting front, getting behind. Shots off by Lipovi. He had no other options. Couldn't get it inside to Maya, even though he had the height advantage on Weaver. Woeful shooting percentages this quarter by both teams. And almost another steal. Olisavicius, step back three is nothing but air. And now can Promitheas, who got it back to 7. They've got more work to do as they're 15 behind right now. And almost another steal. Good hands by Neptunas Klaipeda. Step back for 3 is good! Langston Hall. He was a Greek League All-Star in 2018. Showing exactly why with that big 3. He's up to 11 points. 2 of 3 from behind the arc. Weaver to Williams. Grant steps out for the screen. Grant gets it back, but again it was a very low bounce pass, and he was surrounded by 3 players as he caught the ball. Good defense without fouling by Promitheas Patras. Wasn't able to get the ball up, and had his hand stuck in there, but the referees have called the travel. Langston Hall all the way across, wide open shot is back-to-back air balls for both teams. Williams tries again off the dribble. Here comes Stalustris. Hall back, and he thought Stalustris was still behind the 3-point arc, but he'd actually cut towards the basket. Substitution. Davidas. Bayless. And also Gitis Masulis in. He played a few minutes in the first half. 9 minutes. He's back in with 1 point off from the free throw line. A 12-point advantage for Neptunas Klaipeda. Masulis, Williams, Olisavicius wide open, is off left. He started so well. Made a three-pointer earlier, inside outside by Hall. Can he get them going? What a pass! Salustris, the recipient. Wonderful, one-handed, no-look bounce pass. Attacks the baseline. Salustris attacks the basketball and makes the layup, not impeded. That's better from Promitheas Patras. Now the pressure, just slowing Weaver down behind the back. Lipovi just trying to stay in front. Give Weaver something to think about. Screen, Olisavicius, kick. Galius, still Galius, backs down his team, his defender, Salustris, steps through, and soft touch for the former Lithuanian international. Great patience. He was determined to get into the paint and get his best shot off, and he's up to 15 points. Leads all scores. Foul by Williams on the closeout. Sideline possession. All dribble. Nice pass inside. And great rhythm. Perfect bounce pass down to the low post. And a jump hook is good for Tony Mayer. And there's a quick foul, quick whistle. Davidas Elias. Been a real bright spark tonight for this Neptunas Klaipeda team. 15 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. And he's 100% from the line. With 1 from 1 now. It's his first trip to the free throw line. Two now. So 11-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. Promitheas are in team fouls. Salustris, they just can't get it inside to Tony Mayer. They've got to look at another angle. Hall's going to do it himself. And that's such a tough shot, but no problem for Langston Hall. He's really taken this game over for Promitheas Patras. Alias spins, more defensive pressure. Alisakis. An offensive foul, great defense from Promitheas. And Kasalakis with great defense for the Greek team. There's a lot going on with Salustris ending up with his back to the play, but that is a travel. Pivot foot was moving. Lipovi, Hall. Ryan Brown and Tavius Ellis both on the bench at the moment, and there's a quick whistle. It's only Neptunas Klaipeda's 3rd foul of this quarter. Hall looking to make things happen from the top. Lots of dribble, crossover. But great defense by Masulis. Shots up, is out. Just not great ball movement there. I think Hall wants to attack off the dribble. Hall's averaging 4.9 points a game. He's up to 13 tonight. Averages over 3 assists a game as well. In the end, just too much dribble, and then they settle for an outside shot. There's Alexander Lipovic, 6'7" Ukrainian, and Carl Weaver. From Washington State, his first team All Pac-10 during his time at Washington State at the college. Flirted with the NBA, with OKC and Utah Jazz. And he's been all over Europe. Playing in Poland, Israel, Italy, Germany, Greece, and now settling for this season, anyway, in Lithuania. Shots up, Langston, Hall. Good rebound and great outlet by Masulis. Galius, Weaver attacks off the dribble, left hand, no good. And Kaselakis brings it out, left-handed. Langston Hall, can he make something happen? Offensive foul. They just can't get a big run in this game. They make some good things happen, and then that is an offensive foul there. Kaselakis. Lipovic playing full court, but he backs up. Weaver getting into his cycling type motion there, or galloping. Screen comes, Masulis. He rolls, he's open for a second there. Shots up and off by Balauskis. And Salustris in and out, but he fights for the offensive rebound, and Masulis trips, shots up from the corner, off, and great job by Balauskis. Slavinskas is in the game, ball with Weaver. Lipovic is going to try and stop Weaver. Game clock running down, 5 seconds, 4, 3, step back, loses it, and we've got a double dribble. And Weaver, they wanted the ball grabbed up by Kaselakis. He wanted to grab it off Weaver. Weaver wouldn't have it. That's great D again by Kaselakis. Weaver got caught in two minds. He tried to make a step back. And the ball just didn't stay in his hand, so good play there. They're just going to reset the clock. And they will check the screen to make sure they get the exact time on the clock. Kaselakis just inadvertently there poked Weaver in the face. He just wanted to get the ball off him. He's made the step back, ball slipped out of his fingers. Just be resetting the clock and looking to see if this is unsportsmanlike. Just running it right through to see exactly what the time was, assuming when the referees blew the whistle. Okay, 1.1 or thereabouts. Great job by the referees. 2.1. Even better for Promitheas Patras. That's enough to get the ball in, maybe make a very quick pass and shot, or one quick dribble and shot. Screen, not used. Langston Hall, no. Kaselakis, that's not what they would have wanted. Because Olisavicius did a great job, hands up, right in the face of Kaselakis. And the end of 3, Promitheas Patras 50, Neptunas Klaipeda 60. There's some of the shooting stats. Neptunas 35% from 3 now, and only 50%, 6% as a team from the free throw line. Normally 75%, they're 9th in that category. That was a low scoring quarter there for both teams. As we see some of the highlights. 12-11 to Neptunas Klaipeda. 15-26 they led after 1. 24-22 Promitheas Patras won the second quarter by, and then a really low scoring third. So what will the fourth quarter bring us here? I have mentioned the Basketball Champions League app while we watch these highlights. I would recommend, if you haven't already done so, and it's free, download the Basketball Champions League app, get all the highlights, all the press conferences, all some great articles, discussion points, and all the games live on livebasketball.tv, and it's the only place you can see them live and see the full reruns the same day of the game. It's a subscription-based platform, livebasketball.tv, but very reasonable, and you get all the Basketball Champions League, Women's EuroLeague, British Basketball League, and all the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. The next window being towards the end of February. I think February 21st we get underway, where it will be unbelievable excitement, where more teams look to book their ticket. The last chance saloon for some teams to book their ticket to China at the end of August this year. And Promitheas Patras are not last chance saloon. They've just scored, reduced the arrears to 8 points as we get underway in the fourth quarter. A missed shot by Neptunas Klaipeda, and great hustle by Jerai Grant. Just like his dad and his uncle, they would get after every loose ball, every rebound. That's why they had long and distinguished careers in the NBA. Jerai Grant hasn't quite reached those heights in relation to playing in the NBA, but he's been around summer camps. And this is his second spell with Neptunas Klaipeda. He was there 2015 to 2017 as well as Lorenzo Williams, 34-year-old American. He went to Rice University and was the Latvian league champion with Ventspils, another Champions League team, in 2014. Williams, great pass, back outside. Williams will take the 3 and make the 3 from downtown. Lorenzo Williams extends the Neptunas Klaipeda lead. Every time Promitheas Patras make a run, Neptunas Klaipeda so far have had an answer. Ellis, great defense without fouling. Sorry, that's Terrell Parks. That's a headband with no short dreadlocks. Olisavicius falls awkwardly. Ryan Brown, that's tough. That is not good by the lead import for Promitheas Patras. And it's getting a bit tetchy here. Neptunas Klaipeda lead by 12. Ryan Brown is heading for a double-double with rebounds on 10 at the moment, but he's only got the 9 points, below his season average. Masulas is fouled hard. And again, they break the Promitheas Patras press. It just threw the ball over the top. And there is Tony Mayer. And was that a legitimate attempt for the ball? I don't think it was. And that is an unsportsmanlike. So 78.6% from the free throw line coming into this game tonight. Doing a good job, the young Lithuanian international. So on loan from BC's Žalgiris Kaunas, who are the top team in the Lithuanian league, who Neptunas Klaipeda lost in beat in double overtime just a couple of weeks ago. So a very competitive domestic league out there in Lithuania. And now Neptunas Klaipeda have a chance to extend their lead. Could this be their definitive push in this game? Shot clock running down. Williams will take that. And he's just short, and Brown gets another rebound. Quick outlet. Gikas, what can he create for himself or for the likes of Brown or Parks? And another turnover and another deflection, leading to a steal by Jure Grant. That's just careless by Gikas. And a foul away from the ball. Gikas' second turnover. They've got 15 turnovers. Promitheas Patras. Gikas, who didn't start until the second quarter, looking a little bit forlorn there as he returns to the bench. Inside, great effort, but great block by Brown. Back inside, this time! Kaselis, Limonas Kaselis makes sure of it. But a good effort initially by Promitheas Patras. They're just plugging all the gaps. Brown just can't get through and have the influence he wants in this game. Super wraparound pass by Kaselakis. With a quick whistle. Fouled straight away. It's only Neptuna's first foul. In comes Jerry Michaelis. Michaelis. Pull-up jump shot is good. Kaselakis, quick decision, now the pressure. Calmly dealt with at the moment. Dividas Nelius Williams. Williams, Grant. Inside. And saved, but saved into the hands of Ryan Brown. Good pass, good finish! Jeremichaelos. That was a super pass by Ryan Brown. He's got to start making players around him better. He gets great points, he gets great output with rebounds. He's just got to share that ball. Take a leaf out of the book at Gikas. Inside, Gerard Grant against Sorellis. Step back off one leg is good. Really smooth offense in the paint by Gerard Grant. And a turnover there by Salush, by Katsivelis. Apologies for the loss of sound from Patras in Greece. Five seconds remaining on the shot clock. And Williams misses. Rayon Brown. We'll keep the commentary going, even though we haven't got the sound. We should get it back soon. But again, good collapsing defense underneath. by Neptunas Klaipeda. Gelius, shot clock coming down. He attacks the paint. Great pass. Jerry Grant just misses. Just trying to sort out these sound issues from Patras in Greece. But Neptunas Klaipeda are in control, 14 points ahead with 5 minutes remaining, and another double-double for Jerry Grant. And a super finish. Nice, another wraparound pass. Jeremy Mikolos with a nice feed inside, and Katsivelis, Kasalakis with the finish. So the missed free throw there, off the back of the rim. And for Jerry Grant, another double-double. I think that was his 5th double-double, 4 up to this game. And it's 10-8 points this quarter. Again, low scoring. It will... and Weaver gets it knocked loose. Pushed ahead, Rayon Brown. Can he make something happen? And holy cow, can he? What a dunk by Brown. I think that's as much out of frustration and anger, and he just took it out on the Neptunas Klaipeda defence, especially Lawrence Balauskas. What a move, and it's timeout here in Patras, Greece. Is that going to be the moment that Promitheas Patras can get back in this game? Lawrence Balauskas felt the full force of a frustrated Rayon Brown. What a highlight play. That'll be Brown up to a double-double now. 13 points, 12 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 2 steals. And that's the rebounding stakes, 35-34. They were very close before this game as a team, as teams, and they are tonight. Can Promitheas Patras find a spark from somewhere? Is that dunk, which is potentially going to be Player of the Week, as we confirm Rayon Brown's double-double, 13 and 12. And he's really not dominated the game like he has in other games during this Basketball Champions League season. So, 10-point lead for Neptunas Klaipeda. The last time these teams met, it was a 1-point win to Promitheas Patras in Lithuania. Are we heading for something similar in points differential tonight? Grant, he's on a double-double and counting. And he can't make that move off 2 feet this time. Langston Hall, he's got Sorelis for the screen. Brown catch, and he's just off. And there was contact. And Leonidas Kasalakis And Weaver will go to the free throw line. He's 4 of 7 tonight. That's below his season average. 70% or just over for the season. He's only at 57.1 tonight. But the key stat for Neptunas Klaipeda is they lead by 10. Referee's just reviewing that play. Weaver knocks down the first. Nothing but net. Promitheas is on the court. He's the lead scorer. But they've had Regelius, Grant and Weaver. They've got a big three right there. And Williams doing his best. But only 6'2", trying to deal with Trying to deal with Sorelis. That's 6'10". And that's exactly what they wanted. Inside. And Brown just can't get his shots to go. But what an attempt! Great offensive rebound firstly, and then almost a miracle shot as he went up and round and under and over. But he gets to the line. Just couldn't quite get the finish. Galius picks up his third foul. Just haven't been firing on all cylinders tonight. The home team, Promitheas Patras, but Ryan Brown up to 14 points. 3 from 3 from the free throw line. 13 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. Back to 10-point lead, still plenty of time. Promitheas have got to really force the action here. Langston Hall on Lorenzo Williams. Galius being ordered away. Grant spins baseline and just can't get it to go. Here comes Hall, he can make it. A single-digit lead now for Neptunas Klaipeda. And Brown gets fouled, it stops the clock. Exactly what Promitheas Patras want. And Weaver with the foul. He knocked the ball loose, but he must have got some arm as well. And Brown back at the free throw line. And Neptunas Klaipeda need to be ready for some full court pressure defence, I would think. They just need a burst of excellence, which Promitheas Patras have been excellent during this season. They just had a very average first half for them. Low scoring third quarter. Now they need it all to click. Neptunas Klaipeda just got to play smart, slow it down when they can. Olisevicius wide open and makes Promitheas Patras pay. That's his second three-pointer. 2 of 8 from behind the arc. Hall, Lipovi, he's due one, and he makes one! Great catch and shoot from the Ukrainian international. This game is not over, folks. Stay tuned, stay glued to the Basketball Champions League Group D encounter. Promitheas Patras, Neptunas Klaipeda. Weaver, deflection. Good minutes by Jeremy Mikalos. Galius, high screen from Grant. Galius, and he's lost the ball momentarily. He's going to have to throw it up. Shot fake, step through. Oh, what a play! What a play by Neptunas Galius, and he loves it, thumping his chest. Lipovi attacks the basket, no good. Excellent defense by Neptunas Klaipeda. Oh, this is vicious, thinking about it, but Brown was right in his face. What action at both ends of the floor for Neptunas Klaipeda. Grant backing down Lipovi. Excuse me, Kasalakis. And Brown is saying to Jeremy Mikalos, I think he may have tipped that in, it just rolled in, Grant, with Grant's shot, but it's timeout, and Neptunas Klaipeda have taken control yet again.
Hey, quick, tough. With Hey.
Promitheas timeout, and Alexander Lipovi showing his frustration.
He's about to set the flat. Lipa, clear. Lipa, clear on the side. Okay? 3-point. Full press. Trap. Now. Only. Trap. Everybody. Trap. Two down. Or pitch side if you are pointing. Better two down. Okay. You pointing. David's here.
There's the 2-point and 3-point stats. 10 of 26. Neptunas Klaipeda. 6 of 25. Promitheas Patras. Both teams shooting over 50% from two. But just when Promitheas looked as though Rion Brown was trying to take the game over, they have defended as a team. They've been resolute. And Kazis Maxivitis has got them right where he wants them. So, Rion Brown to Langston Hall. It's the last throw of the dice now for Promitheas Patras. 2 minutes remaining there, 13 down. Brown for three is off. Rebound, Jeremy Mikalos. Extra pass, Lipovi, step back, off, rebounds. Slavinskas, a team effort by Neptunas Klaipeda, and they can just spread it out and just pass it around. Both teams are in team fouls. Jeremy Mikalos. Weaver attacks, pulls up, he tries to get the pass, but Grant, maybe Weaver, needed to be just a bit selfish there and take the shot. It was on. The defense had collapsed inside and were able to stop the Neptunas Klaipeda score. So, Langston Hall now against Weaver. Crossover all the way in, back out, other side from the corner, off the side of the back ball, but Rion Brown, look at the effort. Extra pass, Hall for three, is short. Brown gets another rebound. That misses, tipped in by Kasilakis. What action and what effort by both teams. It's another couple of rebounds here by Brown. And it's his effort, his endeavour, that gave Promitheas Patras an extra possession. 11 down, 54 seconds remaining. 11 down, the home team. Williams. Ollie Savicius, will he take it? No. They have the clock as their friend now, Neptunas Klaipeda. It was inside to Grant, but he just couldn't gather it. And with just 30 seconds remaining, it's going to take a miracle now for Promitheas Patras to get back into this. Limonos Kaselis comes in for Williams. His job is done. Slavinskas initially on halt, and now Grant. They kick it out. Brown attacks and misses his shot, and now Neptunas Klaipeda can just throw it long. And great finish by Džiugas Slavinskas. He wanted that basket. Maybe in other circumstances he would have just dribbled it out if it had been closer, but why not? Strong move, fouled by Jeremikolos. And Neptunas Klaipeda are going to win this game comfortably on the road. And they are now in a 3-game winning streak. And the end of the game ends with another turnover for Promitheas Patras. They just haven't been completely on song tonight, but Neptunas Klaipeda, they came out strong right from the first whistle, from the first jump ball, and they've continued that and has held Promitheas Patras at arm's length all through this game. So Džiugas Slavinskas will shoot from the free throw line. He hasn't made a free throw in the Basketball Champions League. He's 0 from 4 now. 2.2 points a game, 1.1 rebounds. And he's obviously drawn a foul there. And he misses that as well. But it's not going to have any bearing on the game. Ryan Brown gets another rebound. And Neptunas Klaipeda have come into Greece. They continue their winning streak. It's now at 3, and they win this Group D matchup against the higher placed Promitheas Patras. Final score, Promitheas Patras 69, Neptunas Klaipeda 82. And a smiling, very happy Dividas Galias as the players congratulate each other, and a very happy team in blue and a frustrated team in white, Promitheas Patras, but they march on now, Neptunas Klaipeda. There's the game statistics. And the game leaders, Brown with 17 points. Brown with 15 rebounds, Hall with 5 assists. Galias 19 points, Grant 12 rebounds, Grant 5 assists. So he shows he can do it all. He keeps his head up and shares the ball well. And there's the steals, the blocks, the turnovers. Pick out what you wish. And there's the top scorers. Brown, Hall and Kaselakis for Promitheas, Galias, Weaver and Grant for Neptunas. That really is a big 3 going forward. So Promitheas Patras will go to 8 and 5, stay in 3rd. Neptunas Klaipeda will go to 7 and 6, the same record as Filo Ostend and Strasbourg. But they don't have the head-to-head with those two teams. But we will see at the end of this game where all the standings are at the end of this coverage. So Neptunas Klaipeda have come in with a game plan. And Kazis Mexvitas must be so happy that his team have carried out the game plan, made big shots. Galias has come in and continued his good work, and he'd only averaged 5 points a game until tonight. He surpassed that royally. By scoring 19 points this evening, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But Neptunas Klaipeda have that was the play of the game right there. That's what Ryan Brown is all about. But he just wasn't able to help Promitheas Patras to a win. They lose, they remain in third. It will come down to the final week for Promitheas Patras, who have got to play Bologna, who have already qualified. They play at home again, against Bologna away, and Neptunas at home to Mini Bayrout, who are in 7th. So if they win, Neptunas Klaipeda, they will go through into the top berth of the FIBA Europe Cup in 5th place. But they've put on a great performance here. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Really enjoyed bringing it to you. We will stay with things until we get confirmation of the league table in Group D. And there is the league table. Neptunas Klaipeda go up to 5th. Strasbourg drop down to 6th. Ostend in 4th. And Promitheas Patras remain in 3rd. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you've enjoyed this coverage of the Basketball Champions League. Still plenty of games going on this Wednesday evening. Tune in to livebasketball.tv. We'll see you next time.